Onion seed oil is everywhere, hailed as the next big thing for hair growth. But does it really live up to the hype? In this video, we'll break down what onion seed oil is, why it's trending, and most importantly, what the science actually says about its hair growth benefits. Picture this. You're scrolling through your social media, and suddenly every influencer and their grandma is raving about this new miracle hair growth oil. But it's not just any oil, it's onion seed oil. Now, if you're like me, you might be thinking, hold up, isn't onion that stuff that makes me ugly cry when I'm trying to cook dinner? Yup, that's the one. But here's the thing, when it comes to hair growth oil, onion seed oil is on a whole different ball game. You see, onion seed oil is like the superhero version of onion juice. It's extracted from the seeds of the onion plant, which means it's packed with all sorts of goodies that your hair loves. We're talking sulfur, antioxidants, and all kinds of other fancy sounding nutrients that'll make your follicles dance with joy. But why is everyone suddenly obsessed with it? Well, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was scrolling through some natural hair growth forums trying to find the secret to growing back my own thinning locks. And that's when I stumbled across a thread about onion seed oil. At first, I was skeptical. I mean, I love a good onion ring, but putting it on my hair? That just sounded a little weird. But then I started reading all of these success stories, all these amazing testimonials from people who had tried it and seen serious results. We're talking folks who had been dealing with bald spots and thinning hair for years and suddenly sprouting new growth like they were chia pets. And the before and after pics, forget about it. Let's just say they were enough to make me want to bathe in this stuff. Fast forward to today, and it seems like the whole world has caught on to the onion seed oil craze. Influencers are swearing by it, natural hair gurus are whipping up DIY treatments, and even some big name beauty brands are starting to incorporate it into their products. Now, I know that some of you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but is there any actual science to back it up? Well, funny you should ask, because a recent study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology has been making waves in the hair growth community. The study, which came out in 2023, looked at the effects of topical onion seed oil on patients with alopecia areata. That's a fancy way of saying patchy hair loss. And just 8 weeks of applying of treatments, a whopping 84.4% of patients showed improvements in hair regrowth. That's right, 84.4%. I don't know about you, but those numbers are staggering. It is enough to make my follicles stand up and pay attention. Now, I know what you're thinking. One study does not necessarily prove anything, right? Fair, that's fair. But here's the thing. This is not the first time that researchers have looked into the hair growth potential of onion-derived ingredients. In fact, a 2002 study published in the Journal of Dermatology found that applying onion juice to the scalp promoted hair regrowth in patients with alopecia areata. And a more recent 2019 study in the Journal of Drug Delivery and Therapeutics showed that a combination of onion oil and other natural ingredients improved hair thickness and density in patients with androgenic alopecia. That's a fancy term for saying male or female pattern baldness. So while more research is definitely needed to fully understand how and why onion seed oil works for hair growth, it's clear that there's some serious science backing up the hype. And that's why I'm so excited to deep dive into this topic with you all. But before we move on, let me just say this. As someone who has struggled with hair loss myself, I know how frustrating it can be and how discouraging it can be to feel like when you've tried everything and nothing works. And while I can't promise you that onion seed oil will be the magic cure-all for everyone, I do think it's worth exploring as a part of a holistic hair growth routine. Because at the end of the day, our hair is so much more than just strands that are coming out of our scalp. It's a reflection of our health and our self-image and our overall well-being. So if you're ready to join me on this journey of discovery and potentially unbridled hair growth, keep watching because we're about to take a deep dive into the wonderful world of onion seed oil and all its follicular glory. Trust me, your scalp and your future luscious locks will thank you. So now that we know that there is some actual research backing up the onion seed oil buzz, let's talk about how it's supposed to work its magic on your mane. First up, we've got sulfur. Now I know that sulfur may not sound like the sexiest, most glamorous ingredient, but trust me, your hair is a big fan. Sulfur is a key component of keratin, which is the protein that makes up the structure of your hair. In fact, your hair is made up of 5% sulfur. So by applying a sulfur-rich onion seed oil on your scalp, you're basically giving your hair the building blocks it needs to grow strong and healthy. But sulfur isn't the only hair-loving ingredient in onion seed oil. This stuff is also packed with antioxidants, which can help protect your hair and your scalp from damage that is caused by free radicals. Think of free radicals as the bullies of the hair world. They're unstable molecules that can cause all sorts of chaos, leading to brittle, weak hair, and even hair loss. But antioxidants are like the superhero sidekicks that swoop in to save the day, neutralizing free radicals, keeping your hair and scalp healthy. Let's not forget about the anti-inflammatory properties of onion seed oil. Inflammation is like the arch enemy of healthy hair growth, and it can lead to dry, irritated scalp and even contribute to hair loss. But the compounds in onion seed oil, such as quercetin and sulfurous amino acids, have been shown to help reduce inflammation and soothe the scalp. When your scalp is happy and healthy, your hair is happy and healthy. It's just more likely to follow suit. But perhaps one of the most exciting and potential benefits of onion seed oil for hair is its ability to boost blood circulation to the scalp. Think of your hair follicles as tiny little plants and your blood flow as the nutrient-rich water that helps them grow. When you massage onion seed oil into your scalp, you're essentially giving your follicles a big gulp of nourishment, which can help stimulate hair growth and even potentially help reverse hair loss. Now, I know that some of you might be skeptical about these claims, and I don't blame you. There are a lot of snake oil, pun intended, products out there that promise you the moon and stars when it comes to hair growth. But the thing about onion seed oil is that there's actually some science to back up these benefits. For example, in 2018, a study published in the Journal of Toxicological Research found that onion extract increases the activity of an enzyme called catalase, which helps protect hair follicles from damage caused by hydrogen peroxide. And the 2011 study in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research showed that applying onion juice to the scalp increased the diameter of hair follicles and the overall thickness of hair strands. So while more research is definitely needed to fully understand how onion seed oil works its magic on hair growth, the existing evidence is pretty darn compelling. And when you combine that with all the anecdotal success stories from people who have tried it themselves, it's enough to make even the most skeptical among us want to give it a shot. But as with many new hair care routine, it's important to also approach onion seed oil with a healthy dose of realism. While it may work wonders for some people, it's not going to be that magic cure-all for everyone. Factors like genetics, overall health, and the underlying cause of hair loss can all play a role in how well or not well onion seed oil works for you. That being said, if you're struggling with hair loss or just want to give your locks a little extra TLC, I think that onion seed oil is definitely worth considering as part of your hair care arsenal. And in the next section of this video, we're going to take a closer look at what the science really says about this trending ingredient, the good, the not so good, and everything in between. So stay tuned, my hair loving friends. The truth about onion seed oil is just a hair flip away. All right, so we've talked about the potential benefits of onion seed oil for hair growth, and we've even touched on a few studies that seem to support these claims. But as many good scientists or a curious consumer knows, it's important to look at the full body of evidence before drawing any conclusions. So let's start with what the science does support. As we mentioned earlier, there have been a handful of studies that that suggests onion juice and onion seed oil that they may be beneficial for hair growth. For example, in 2023, there was a study in the Journal of Cosmetics and Dermatology found that 84.4% of alopecia areata patients showed improvements in hair regrowth and after applying onion seed oil to their scalp for 8 weeks. That's a pretty impressive number, right? But here's the thing. The study, like many others on onion seed oil, had a relatively small sample size. In this case, there were only 38 participants. While the results are certainly promising, we can't necessarily extrapolate them to a broader population without a large-scale research. Another limitation of the existing research is that most of the studies, they have focused on specific hair loss conditions like alopecia areata or androgenic alopecia. While this is great news for people dealing with those particular issues, it doesn't necessarily tell us how onion seed oil might work for someone with, say, telogen effluvium, a type of hair loss caused by stress or other factors. So while there's certainly some scientific evidence support for the hair growth benefits of onion seed oil, it's important to keep in mind that the evidence is still somewhat limited. We need more large, well-designed studies to really understand how this ingredient works and who it's most likely to help. Now let's talk about what the science doesn't support. Despite what some marketing claims might have you believe, onion seed oil is not a miracle cure for baldness. If your hair loss is due to male pattern baldness, which is caused by a combination of genetics and hormones, no amount of onion juice is going to bring those follicles back from the dead. The same goes for other types of permanent hair loss, like scarring alopecia. It's also important to note that while onion seed oil may help with certain types of hair loss, it's not a replacement for medical treatment. If you're experiencing significant hair loss or other scalp issues, it's always best to chat with a dermatologist or a trichologist, which are basically their hair scalp specialists, to get to the root of the problem. So where does that leave us? Well, based on the available evidence, it seems that onion seed oil may be a promising natural treatment for certain types of hair loss, particularly alopecia areata. It may also be helpful for promoting overall hair health and thickness. However, it's not a magic bullet and it's not going to work for everyone. But here's the thing. While onion seed oil definitely has some promising hair growth properties, relying on just one ingredient may not be enough to truly supercharge your hair health. That's why we've taken things to the next level here at Wild Stallion Maine. Introducing the Maine Growth Elixir, our exclusive, premium, all-natural hair growth oil that combines the power of onion seed oil with a curated blend of other amazing and potent botanicals. We're talking heavy hitters like black seed oil, castor oil, pumpkin seed oil, and so many more amazing ingredients, all working together to support stronger, thicker, healthier hair from the root to the tip. And get this, we've even added some bonus amazing ingredients like biotin, saw palmetto, and ginkgo biloba, which have all been shown to promote hair growth and prevent hair loss. It's like giving your hair a daily multivitamin, but without that chalky aftertaste. But don't just take my word for it. We want you to experience the Maine Growth Elixir difference for yourself. That's why we're offering an exclusive 15% off discount code just for viewers of this video. Simply use the code MAINLOVE at checkout and get ready to embark on your own hair growth journey. And the best part, the Maine Growth Elixir isn't just effective, it's also super easy to use. Just check out the link in the description below to grab your own bottle and start incorporating it into your hair care routine for visible results. Now, back to the onion seed oil. I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but how do you actually use onion seed oil for maximum hair growth benefits? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Here's a step-by-step guide to using onion seed oil for hair growth. 1. Start with clean, damp hair. If you're using onion seed oil as a pre-shampoo treatment, you can apply it to dirty hair, but make sure that your scalp is free of any styling products or buildup. 2. Take a small amount of onion seed oil, about 1 to 2 teaspoons, depending on the length and thickness of your hair, and then you're going to want to warm it up in between your palms. This will help the oil spread more easily and penetrate your scalp more effectively. 3. Using your fingertips, massage the oil into your scalp using a gentle circular motions. Be sure to cover your entire scalp, from your hairline all the way to the nape of your neck. This massaging action is crucial because it helps stimulate the blood flow to your hair follicles, which can promote hair growth. 4. Once you've massaged the oil into your scalp, use a wide tooth comb to distribute it through the lengths of your hair. This will help. This will help nourish and strengthen your strands from root to tip. 5. If you're using onion seed oil as a pre-shampoo treatment, let it sit in your hair for at least 30 minutes or maybe up to a few hours if you have the time before washing it out with your regular shampoo and conditioner. If you're using it as an overnight mask, simply cover your hair with a shower cap or an old t-shirt and let the oil work its magic while you sleep. Now, I know that somebody might be wondering, won't my hair smell like a walking, talking onion ring after using this stuff? And the answer is probably, yeah. Onion seed oil, it does have a distinct scent that most people find off-putting, but here's the good news. There are ways to minimize the smell. One option is to mix your onion seed oil with a carrier oil like coconut, castor, or jojoba oil. These oils can help dilute the scent of the onion while still delivering all the hair-loving benefits. Another option is to add a few drops of essential oil like peppermint or lavender to your onion seed oil mixture. Not only will this help mask the smell, but these essential oils, they have their own hair growth promoting properties. So if you're really worried about the scent, you can also try using onion seed oil as a spot treatment on specific areas of hair loss or thinning rather than applying it to your entire scalp. This can help minimize the overall onion aroma while still targeting these areas that need the most TLC. And if you're not the DIY type, fear not, there are plenty of pre-made onion seed products out on the market that can take the guesswork and the strong smell out of the equation. Just be sure to read the ingredients list carefully and choose a product that is as pure and as natural as possible. At the end of the day, the key to success with onion seed oil, for any hair growth treatment for that matter, is patience and consistency. You're not going to see dramatic results overnight, and that's okay. Hair growth is a slow and steady process, and it can take several weeks or even months to start seeing noticeable changes. But if you stick with it and make onion seed oil a regular part of your hair care routine, you just might be surprised at the results. And even if you don't experience a dramatic transformation, using onion seed oil can still help promote overall hair health and help prevent future hair loss. By incorporating these natural ingredients into your hair care routine and following these simple tips, you'll be well on your way to achieving the luscious, healthy, sexy locks of your dreams.